Good morning, everyone. Lovely of you to join me. And this week, we're talking about being joyful. And you might think, here she is. She's absolutely lost it, old Pollyanna. It's not that I've lost it, but I think in life, you know that expression, when you wake up in the morning, happy or sad? You decide. And in the main, that's true. There are exceptions, but in the main, that's true. So what we need to do is bring joy into our lives. Even though there are all these new restrictions and we're feeling winter is coming and it's all going to be doom and gloom, it doesn't have to be. If we bring that joy into our lives, we'll survive this, we'll get through. So let's look at how we can do it. The first thing is light. Light up your life. If you think about it, we are naturally drawn to light. That's the reason that so many of us head off to sunnier climes. It's the light we want. We absolutely love it. If you go to a restaurant, most people say, I'd like a window seat, please, can I sit over there? Even at home, where is your most comfy armchair situated? I bet it's by a window. So as human beings, we're drawn to light. And yet at this time of year, which is natural, what we tend to do is start to draw the curtains very early. Everything becomes cozy, which is lovely, but it can become dark and we can make our homes almost into dark caves with little bits of light here and there with the sort of the lamps that we have on to create an atmosphere. In the evening, okay, maybe we need to do that. But during the day when you can, you get those curtains wide open, get some air into your house as well. If you can, as I said, make sure that your rooms are light. It could be that you like deeper colours. That's not to say that you can't have some light walls in your house. And if you paint a big surface, so if you paint a wall light, or if instead of the rug on the floor that's maybe a ruby red or a grey, and grey is one of those colours that certainly is popular at the moment, can you bring in a cream or an off-white, something that's light that will reflect the light? The other way, of course, is to use mirrors. Mirrors can make a huge difference in your home, particularly opposite a window or some sort of light source, because it will reflect it around the room. There are lots of things we can do to bring light into our homes. So where you get the opportunity, then please do it. It will make a big difference. Okay, then we can look at playing, which might sound really odd. When did you last truly play? Often if you've got grandchildren, that's the opportunity. I love it, where you've got the chance to really become a child again. And you do it without thinking because you've got the grandchildren there. Why do we become so self-conscious? Think about all these celebrities that you see in the magazines. They're all busy pouting and looking terribly serious. That's not fun. Where's the picture in Hello of people really belly laughing? They don't, because it's not attractive, because you can see into their mouths and everything. And oh, that's not nice. No, I want to look good. So try not to take yourself too seriously. Don't worry about making a fool of yourself. Most people love somebody who is prepared to play. Now, by play, it could be anything at all. It could be just going out to play a sport. It could be dancing around your living room. It could be creating something. I mean, children, I know from my grandchildren, give them paints. They're there for hours. Some of their products are not exactly, if you like, worthy of putting up on the wall, but I put them up, I do. They just love doing it. Do you fancy painting something? Maybe you think, oh, I'm not good enough. That's us taking ourselves too seriously. Go for it. Give it a go. You might find that you've actually got a talent that you didn't know you had. So be prepared to play. Don't take yourselves too seriously. Seek nature. I know I've talked about this before, all this tree bathing, and really all it is getting out into a green space. Now, not everybody has a lovely garden, but we can all go out, we can all get a little walk. Around Glasgow, we've got so many park areas, and at the moment, even with restrictions, we can still go out. So get out where you can. So where the weather allows, embrace it. Get yourself out into the green, and you'll feel much better. When the weather's not quite so good and you can't, why not bring some of that green and that nature into your home? Do you have houseplants? Most of them are relatively easy to keep, so long as you find the right location, and generally there will be an instruction on the plant. Buy yourself some nice plants, put them in a nice arrangement somewhere. You'll feel much, much better just for having nature in your home. Or it could be, if you don't particularly like plants, maybe you'd like to go for a landscape picture, somewhere that you really would love to go. There is no point going for a picture that's a storm or dark. I mean, it might be very theatrical. It might be a very, very impressive piece of art. But think where you're going to put something like that. If it's somewhere where you're going to sit a lot, I'd rather have a brighter picture that actually makes me smile. And don't care what anybody else thinks about it. It's your choice. It's what makes you feel good. Then we can look at painting a rainbow. In our lives, we need colour. We're all drawn towards colour. You can think how good you feel when presented with a beautiful bunch of flowers. They're gorgeous. That's a lovely array of colours that you can bring into your home so easily. Wear something bright, a bright scarf. Buy yourself a beautifully brightly coloured umbrella. Again, you could make your home brighter very cheaply and easily just by bright throws, bright cushions, anything at all that just brings that bit of life and brightness into your home. You can wear it, as I said, and we've always talked about eating a rainbow, so when you think about it, rainbows are pretty good for us, but how do we get a rainbow? Only when it rains. Think about that. It takes the rain for us to have something as wonderful as a rainbow. Overall, think about creating harmony in your life. The body and the brain respond very well to order. We like symmetry. We don't respond well to chaos. When things are chaotic, we feel out of control. We can't deal with it. We don't know what to do. We start to become very introverted and worried and possibly depressed. So create order. You might not be able to do that in the outer world. There's somebody doing that for us or trying to. But what we can is within our homes. Have that sort out. The one that we all had at the beginning of lockdown and we haven't done since. At this time of year, it's a different kind of sort out. So get everything ready, throw out stuff you don't need. How do you display things? Have you got piles of stuff all over the place? Can you look at maybe new forms of storage? Can you get things away, out of sight? So the only things that should be, if you like, visible or on display should be the things that give you pleasure. Are they displayed in an orderly manner, or are they just haphazard? Is it sort of an eclectic mix of all sorts of things where you don't really know where your eye's supposed to go? Again, we respond to symmetry and order. So if you can get that into your lives, into your homes, you will feel a lot better for it. Then look at what it is in life that gives you, just you, joy. Do you like to sing at the top of your voice? Go for it. Just sing. Who cares if the neighbours can hear you? It might actually make them feel good. I had an aunt, well, still do, my Auntie Bretta, who is well into her 80s now, and she is one of the loveliest people you would ever meet. She came to see me in Hello Dolly some years ago. I was playing Dolly, and I was in the supermarket with her a couple of days after the show had finished, and she was singing all the music from Dolly, and people in the shop were turning, but they were smiling. They weren't laughing at her. They were actually responding in a joyful way. She just loves to sing, and she does it all over. She said, I always do that. I sing in all the shops. I just like to sing. So she loves to sing. Maybe you like to go for a walk. Maybe you like to create something. Are you someone who knits? Are you someone who paints? Perhaps during the summer you've neglected those things while you were out in the garden, and now that we may get shorter days, well, we will get shorter days, but possibly we will get weather that actually prevents us from going in the garden. Have something that really gives you pleasure. If you like reading a book, sit and read a book. Make sure it's in a nice light window or with a good light behind you, and sit and just enjoy it. Nobody's telling you what to do or how to do it. Well, in the outside world, yes, there are certain things that we can't do, but you need to enjoy your life. Keep up with your family, contact them as much as you can, all these Zoom calls and things. We can still meet them outside. Do that. Keep in touch with all your friends, as I will keep in touch with you, my friends. Hopefully, I'll talk to you soon. Take care now. Be joyful. Bye.